I am Jim Bob, and welcome back to Season 5 of our hardcore playthrough here on F1 Manager 23 on the PS5. Tonight, round 2, we are heading to Jeddah and hoping to get our season back on track after a pretty disastrous first race. Yeah, last night was a bit of a mixed bag. We have built a very, very good car, and it showed that in qualifying. We were very, very quick. We had pole position with Oscar, get exactly where Mick started, 5th or 6th, somewhere in that region, I think. But it just all went wrong in the race. All went wrong in the race. Both of our drivers ended up with penalties. One, I think, was an unfair penalty. Their confidences just plummeted. We even had some wing damage as well, which caused a complete overhaul of the strategy a little bit. It just was not good. It was not good. We came away with the fastest lap, although we didn't get the point for it because we were outside the top 10 with both drivers. So, yeah, tonight we need to get off the mark. We need to score some points, inject ourselves back into the title pictures, because Red Bull with a 1-2 already looking like they are at risk of running away. So we need to get straight on their heels again. We've got a little bit of time before the next race, as you can see, 11 days to go. So let's crack on with our inbox. We've got, as you can see, these are the F2 and F3 results for the previous race. And how did our drivers improve in February? Not a lot. Again, quite slow development, just a single point. A point in accuracy for both drivers. Is that extra front wing. Let's get our pit crew training done. So, what's our current fatigue level? Not too bad. Let's give them the Monday off. There we go. And give them a day of car building and some gym training there. Okay. Again, we'll give them the Monday off. Want to try and keep the fatigue level as low as possible going into a race weekend this season. Without giving up too much in the way of training opportunities. There we go. And then we'll put in some more training there. And some more there. Good stuff. So we'll end the month with a chance of a mistake percentage at under 8%. Very nice indeed. Okay. How you doing, Baron? How you doing, Victor? Good to see you guys. Welcome to everyone else in the chat who has yet to say anything. Right. We've got a new ATR period about to start as well. When does that start? A week. We've got a week to go. So, we've done a front wing, we've done a chassis, we're doing an underfloor and a suspension. Let's get a side pod. Oh, we've done a side pod as well, haven't we? So it's just the rear wing left to get a new project underway. We're going to wait till the new hours kick in until we get that done. So what we're going to do is, now that we've got this improved design center, we are going to start making the next generation, the third round of parts for the ones we've already developed, just so we can kick them on a bit more. So you can see, thanks to the way we did the first one with the expertise gain and just the one engineer on an intense build, you can see without tweaking the sliders, we're looking at big gains already on this next part. So let's take the lifespan off. So it's 4 to 8. We're looking at some pretty big gains in terms of medium and high speed downforce there. Engine cooling will get a nice little bump as well. I do want to just tweak this ever so slightly. Let's go with that. There we go. And let's see. Not going to get this in time for Melbourne, but we will have it in time for Baku. Again, we're going to go with just the one engineer. No, let's go with 2 engineers on this one. There we go. Let's get another side pod underway. And again, this one didn't have any hours, but again, big gains, look, over 5% in the important areas there. So we want 2 engineers on this one. Again, that will give us 2 in time for Baku. And let's tweak the sliders a little bit. So we'll strip all the weight out of that. Just leave the engine cooling where it is, I think. Just increase the airflow just a touch like that. Yeah, we'll do that. There we go. And again, just normal development on this one now. Evening, Army. And we can get another front wing done as well. Still got plenty of money, which is good. So again, let's strip some weight out of the front wing. Not too much on the front wing. Still needs to be viable for more than just 2 races or 3 at a push. Going to get a nice boost to our dirty air tolerance. Good. Going to get a nice boost to our brakes, but I want that to be more. Given that we were definitely locking up a little bit. And I'm going to tweak the downforce levels up just a touch as well. There we go. And again, we want to make sure we've got plenty of time to get these on the car for Baku. So that gives us more than enough time to get spares because it's a sprint weekend. So if we damage one, we're in trouble. So we need to make sure we've got a good number of those. There we go. And then we'll keep that slot free so that we can get our rear wing started in 7 days' time when we get the new hours allocation. Okay. The cars themselves are all right. Is there anything we need to do over here? Test center is getting a little low. Got to be wary of that. We now need to bump our team hub. Let's give that a refurb, which means the race sim is going to be getting close as well. Very close, just maybe a week. Boardroom's getting a little low. Weather center is okay for now. Tour center's fine as well. Let's advance some time. And there we go. New ATR period has started. So let's get that rear wing into development. All of our hours are going onto this. I want a mighty rear wing. It's already a very good rear wing. We are going to make it even better. Go. A little bit of weight taken out of that. I'll leave it at 3 to 5, I think. Excellent stuff. And again, let's make sure we've got the time for Baku. So this one we're going to put 2 engineers on. This one's going to be an intense build, because this will be our first rear wing upgrade. I am going to hire another engineer and put him on this. So we'll go 4.3 to start with. Let's go to staff and let's hire. I can go up to 22 if I wanted to, because we're at 15 on a base level. I'm going to go up to 12 engineers. That's going to be our base level anyway. I don't think we're going to need to go up to the full 15. Back to car part development. Where is that rear wing? There it is. So that is 7 days. It's not enough. That is 9 days, 10 days. That should be enough. We'll go with that. Then we've got 1 leftover engineer. That's all good. Waiting for my design center to inevitably catch fire, as it usually does every single year. I'm so not going to miss that next year. Right, let's have a look. So we are now not as quick as we were. We've dipped ever so slightly. More upgrades have come, but we still have the best acceleration, the best DRS. We're best in the low speed corners. There are a couple of low speed corners that will help in Jeddah, not many. We are pretty strong in the medium and high speed. Dirty air tolerance isn't amazing, but it's only 1.5% off the average. It's not too far away. Let's do a comparison with Red Bull. And then you see we have that speed advantage still, the acceleration advantage, and the DRS advantage. In fact, we've got an advantage over them in the downforce. How is their downforce so low? What is going on at Red Bull? Yeah. Okay, that's a surprise. That's a real surprise. And we've not added any further updates to the car. I don't think they have either. Okay. Well, that just shows that it's their drivers that are making the difference, because we've got a better car than Red Bull right now. They've got the 2 best drivers on the grid. So Ferrari looked pretty quick. Again, we've got the advantage over Ferrari. We've got a better car than them as well. Okay, let's set some targets for tonight. This is very much a fast circuit. I think we should be able to get 2 in the top 6 tonight. Both cars will get into Q3. Both into Q2. Fastest lap should be achievable. And finish position, I'm going to go 2 in the top 6 as well. So finish position streak, a new one. 2 in the top 6 for 2 races. So we didn't get that last time, but it was only incentive, not a guarantee, which is why we didn't get penalised for it. And we've got a new quali streak. Well, we actually still got the quali streak going. 2 in the top 8 for 3 races. We kept that going. So 1 down, 2 to go. Should tick that one off tonight as well. All right. Have one last check of the race sim. Has that broken? Yes, it has. Let's throw in our last bit of cash. Get that refurb underway. Now we can head to Jeddah.
We're here in Jeddah, where the tension is boiling as we head into the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. The circuit at Jeddah, spread along streets that run next to the Red Sea, is one of Formula One's highest speed tracks. It's a test of skill from start to finish, with cars just millimetres from the walls. Jeddah Corniche circuit is hot and high-powered, demanding speed for the straights and a high grip level through corners that are tight to the barriers. Starting tyre choices will be crucial here, with teams ever mindful of opportunities that a safety car could give. In the last round, Max Verstappen flew to victory, the Dutchman proving that he can be absolutely unstoppable when he's in such fine form. What will happen this weekend? Only time will tell.
I'd like a little correction there. The Dutchman proving he's unstoppable when our drivers do something stupid. Right. With that little caveat out of the way, we are once again going to put Ollie in the car tonight. 18 laps for Jeddah. And let's start with a setup here. Let's go with 6.5, 7. We'll go with 7. 11, 9, 1, 3.5, and a 0. And for mixed car, we'll go with 8. 11, 8, 2, 3.5 and 0. That's right on the edge of braking stability. That could be very close indeed. Let's set them out.
Ready, Jack?
Yeah, all good.
Ready, Jack?
Yeah, copy, same.
All right. Leave them to it. Hope that we get some very pleasing feedback. Really do need strong points tonight after the shambles that was last night's race. Curious to see if Mercedes are going to be as bad tonight as they were last night as well. Not a good race for them. I mean, it was bad for us, but it was worse for Mercedes. They are currently bottom of the constructors' standings. That's how bad it was for them. We're only one place above them. 84%. That's not bad. A little tweak should get us there relatively quickly. It's either going to be the roll bar or the rear wing. One of the two. That's going to be the big changer on that. And we've nailed it for Ollie. Fantastic.
About doing another lap on this set.
I'm going to call Ollie in now. Just to top the fuel up. Give him another 15 laps worth of fuel. That'll be more than he'll need. And we'll send him back out again. So, excellent start to practice. One car already perfect out of the block. Now we need to get there with Oscar.
Oscar for that.
And it is the rear wing, so I'm going to go with that. Because that is another setup I know that gives 100%. And let's see if we got it right. So looking at the track information, there you can see there are quite a few low-speed corners in the first sector. Well, one at the right at the very end of the lap, but then you've got that slow turn in out of the first turn, through turns 2 and 3, and then there's a slow, low-speed corner about halfway through the first sector at the end of the S's there, and then it's medium speed going into high speed all the way through the rest of the lap. So a good balance needed through the first sector. It's got a bit of everything, low, medium and high, and then it's pretty much high speed all the way through from sector 2 onwards. Right, Ollie's done. Let's call him in. And we have exceptional low speed performance and pretty good in the medium and high speed. So yeah, feeling pretty confident about the car's potential. It's not quite as quick at the moment in a straight line at top speed, but with that DRS being absolutely mighty and the acceleration being the best on the grid, that is a pretty potent combination. And there we go. That is Oscar's car done. So an exceptionally good first practice. Experience for Ollie, car set up perfectly for Mick, and Oscar's car set up perfectly as well. So Joe looking pretty quick. I wonder if he's brought some Mercedes brought upgrades tonight. Leclerc all the way down at the bottom of the order there. That is quite a surprise to see him all the way down there. All right, practice 2. Mick needs to run the entire session. And Oscar is going to run for 26 laps.
Two, one, should be green.
And now we just need to sit back and wait because ours are done. Makes things so much easier when you can nail your setups right out the gate like that. We're going to have to see if they do the same setup game in the next installment, and if they do, we've got some new tracks that we're going to have to learn. Well, a new track. We're going to have to learn China because that is an unknown quantity in this game. So we could we could have some very interesting setups, to start with when we first go there. Coming to the end of Oscar's run in a couple of laps. We should get our car part knowledge close to 100 with Oscar. It should hit 100 with Mick. Not necessarily in this session, but definitely in the next one. Oh, in fact, actually, no, they're both running the same parts this race, aren't they? I forgot that when we did practice yesterday, I forgot to put the new parts on Mick, but we got them on in time for quali. So yeah, we will definitely hit 100% car part knowledge tonight. So both drivers should comfortably hit 100% confidence going into quali, which is nice. With that extra little boost. Really hoping we can lock out the front row tonight. And there we go, end of the session. So for the final session, Mick's going to need to run for at least 35 laps on the mediums. Oscar's going on to the softs. And we'll run him for 20 laps. And let's get these drivers maxed out.
Green light, green light.
There we go. That's the car part knowledge maxed out. So it's just the track time now that's needed. Okay, Oscar is done. Again, depending on tyres, the Red Bull's not looking amazingly quick tonight. So Leclerc's on softs, new softs now. Max is on relatively new softs as well. Let's see if they move up the order a little bit. Max moves up to 5th. That's a mighty lap time from Magnussen. He must have got a toe, surely, to be that quick over the rest of the field. Max now moving up to 3rd. So he is putting on a bit of pace. Now Leclerc moves up as well to 5th. Their consistency in race pace, though, is what makes them so dangerous. We've got exceptional, qualifying pace in our drivers because of the way the confidence system works, but race pace can be trickier. Let's have a look at that lap from Magnussen. When did he set it? Yeah, that's very quick compared to what he was doing around that time. Although it was a very short stint. He only did 6 laps. Plus an in and out lap. So very light on fuel. I do like to see that. Both drivers at 100. Right then, qualifying. Can we get pole for the second race in a row?
There's tension in the air today, so it must be time for qualifying.
Jeddah's high-speed street circuit is rather prone to yellow and red flags during qualifying, as drivers and walls often meet. Strategists will be looking for the perfect gap, but need to make sure drivers get their lap in.
Now, there's been a bit of talk about Sergio Perez of late. How's he going to be feeling, do you think?
We saw them set an impressive lap time in practice, so it's a great start as they move into qualifying. But as we all know, a good performance in practice doesn't guarantee success over the rest of the weekend.
There's not much left to say, so let's get into it.
Sending him straight out. Again, we're just going to go for a single lap. And that should be enough to get us through.
Should
Unless, of course, we get caught with traffic.
Sets of lap times. Copy. So start to work on the front, get some brake temp. Copy.
So Norris, Joe and Magnussen also coming out on early at the start of the session. Someone's going to come out in front of us. It's just a question of whereabouts in front of us.
Clear track ahead. Okay, mate, let's go. Nice big gap ahead.
All right, no traffic, no traffic, no traffic,
You're
no
good,
traffic,
you're
no traffic. Excellent. So, a clean lap is possible. Well, now Perez starts heading out of the garage. And it's Mick with the advantage in Sector 1. But it looks like the McLaren's gone faster. Oscar quicker than Mick in the middle sector. And again, Norris goes quicker still. So Norris is going to go top here. Unless he messes up the final sector. Some real pace from Norris, because he was a little underwhelming in the last Grand Prix.
Let's follow the delta. Normally, like procedures.
126.9 effectively from Oscar there. A couple of tenths slower for Mick, so 127.
Pull the car on the way in. Yeah.
126.8. 5/600ths quicker than Oscar there, but that should be good enough to get us through. Keep an eye on what Perez can do. We are quicker than Joe, but he is still looking pretty feisty. Magnussen goes in between our two cars, so that was some genuine pace we saw from Magnussen in practice. Got a Red Bull on track, not sure which one it is. It's Max, just starting his flying lap. We'll definitely keep an eye on what pace he's got. As Magnussen pulls over out of the way there. We're going to take pole tonight. We're definitely going to need to do some slipstreaming, I think.
Copy, pit entry. Pit limits are on. So let's attack the box, please. Stop on the marks, wait for 2 seconds and go to P1.
All right, round the final corner for Checo. It's only good enough for P6. Here comes Max. Tries to take an extra little bit of tow from Magnussen before he dived into the pits there. And Max goes quickest. So, we might have our work cut out for us getting pole position here. Speed things up a bit. See what Charles Leclerc can do. Ocon also about to start his first flying lap. Has he got pace comparable to Norris? Hajar is quicker than Oscar. Wow. We're going to have to run again. Mick now in 14th place. He's only half a second off pole, but look how tight the margins are. He's in 15th now. Oh, we've got a red flag. Who has binned it?
Red flag.
That's a McLaren. It's not Valtteri, so that means it's Zhou. Zhou is out. What did he do? He's hit the wall hard there. Yep. That's not good.
As for the team back in the garage,
and he was 16th when he did that. He will not take any further part of the session, so Zhou is out. And now it's going to be a bit of a scramble. Everyone heading out to go again. There goes Teo. Timing it right now to make sure we get a clean run. It's going to be vital. Right, are we close enough here with Oscar to get a tow off the back of Leclerc, who was slower than us? This is going to reset driver confidence levels back to 0, or back to starting levels as well. Schumacher is possibly a touch too close. But we need to give him the tow because he is the slower of the two. And he is the one who's at risk. Just got to hope that Oscar can pick up a tow from Leclerc. Oh, our drivers are getting split. All right, well that has... Ooh, now the gap has closed back up again.
So nobody ahead of you.
He is still just a fraction too close. But we've lost the tow to Charles Leclerc, unfortunately. And we've got a Williams all over the back of Mick, which is also not helpful. because that's going to force Mick to have to drive a little defensively. Oh, and the Williams' lap is screwed. He got held really badly. Was that Magnussen? It was. So Magnussen's lap is a bust. There's a lot of traffic in front of us. Some of which is on an outlap. We could potentially hit a massive train of cars, but I think we should just about be okay. No improvement in the first sector. That's not good. Mick should now improve dramatically here. Look how close he's got to the back of Oscar here. Goes purple. Which is important because he's in the drop zone. McLaren gets out of the way. We've got clear running to the line. And it's not enough. Mick did not improve enough.
Good luck. What a cool the car.
Despite going purple, Mick is out in Q1. Oh my word, what a disaster. 3/10 down in the first sector, and when despite making up a 10.5 in the middle, and a 10th, almost a 10th in the final sector, it wasn't enough to overcome a poor first sector. Oh my word, what a disaster. But look at the margins. Less than half a second and he's out. Just 4/10 separating pole from 15th. I'm a little bit flabbergasted by that. If he hadn't been quite so close through that first sector, he would have had less dirty air affecting him, and he would have had a bigger slipstream gain in the middle and final sector. Ah, dear, dear, dear. Well, that's a lot of sponsor money down the drain. So much for 2 in the top 6. Giovinazzi quickest. That's crazy. Williams must have put together a big upgrade package for their car. And that now puts some pressure on Oscar. Trying to deliver a good lap.
Should be great.
This won't be quick enough. I will have to do another lap on brand new tyres.
Focus on your tyres and brakes. Copy.
Given the pace as well, I think it might be hard to move Mick through the order. Everyone is so close. So those upgrades that are coming for Baku are going to make a massive difference, because they always do. Question is, can we sustain that jump in performance we get from Miami onwards? I'd like to think we can. You just don't know. Giovinazzi on track. Let's take a look at what tyres he's running. Tyres that have done one run. So he's on his second set of tyres. We're still on our first.
So gap ahead is good. So you good to go.
I'm expecting Giovinazzi to go quickest. Yep, there he is. Purple in the first. And in the middle, that Williams is a rocket ship. And our opening lap, not going to be great. Good enough to get him into peak confidence. The 127.2 is slow. How slow? Less than a tenth slower than Giovinazzi, so small margins there, but it's still not quick enough. We will not go through with that time, I don't think. What can Albon do? Albon is going quickest. So we're going to get a new benchmark laid down. Oh, he just lost it in the final stint there, final sector. Oh, middle as well, actually. Didn't get it in the middle. So, yeah, we are third at the moment. But no one of real note has set a lap yet. Got Leclerc on an out lap. Let's see, and Max as well now. Let's see what times they post. I'll prep up for a run at the end. Porsche goes quickest, a 126.8, a 126.799 for Leclerc, 26.78 for Kevin. That Williams has got some pace. That Williams has definitely got pace. Gonna have to watch out for them in the race. Leclerc has gone early. We're going to try and get out behind Max if we can. Keeping an eye on Max's pit box. We are now in the drop zone. And here comes Max. Oh, damn it. Damn it. I got held for Vershaw and for Bottas.
Watch your mirrors for sights.
There goes Charles Leclerc, so now I'm not even on the back of a car
For the start of the lap.
at the moment.
Copy.
Oh man, am I going to lose another car and not even get either into Q3? Utter disaster that would be. coming off the back of our worst race performance in a long time. How you doing, Derek? How you doing, Jeremy? Chat wasn't responding properly, so apologies for missing your messages when you popped in. Just closed and reopened it. This is hurting our warm-up. Constantly being pulled over like this.
You're good to push on tyres?
Yeah.
Had to go earlier than I wanted to. Just punched me ahead of the car that I was hoping to be slipstreaming, but I needed to get the temperature in the tyre. There we go. So a completely unencumbered lap in terms of dirty air, but we are going to now have some traffic of our own to deal with. Need to pull out something special on this lap. Because again, less than half a tenth, sorry, less than half a second away from the provisional pole time, but it's nowhere near good enough right now.
Checkered flag.
And we are down in the first. Again. Is that the death knell that's going to knock us out of quali? Coming up to the back of Leclerc's Red Bull. We're not improving in the middle either. Oh, Jesus. Please get through. Please get through. This needs to be a mighty final sector and we're not going to get it. We're out. Oh my word. 13th and 16th. What the hell? This was supposed to be us getting back on track. What has happened?
P13.
I mean, we're not that far off the fastest time, but just too busy focusing on the pace of the Ferrari and the Red Bull, and I didn't look to see if anyone else had picked up pace, like Norris and in particular Williams. Magnussen topping the timings this session. Oh man. That is a pretty awful qualifying session. First car out in 16th place, second car out in 13th place. Ugh.
The time has come to fight it out. It's race day.
Jeddah street circuit certainly makes the high speeds of F1 racing a thrilling affair. But even a world champion can be caught out in between the narrow walls, just as Max Verstappen found out in 2021.
We've got the Williams driver there, Karun. Any thoughts on how their morale will be this weekend?
Oh, there's no doubt they'll be delighted to be at the front of the grid. It's a well-deserved pole position and a great opportunity to bring home the silverware.
Well, the streets of Jeddah are abuzz, and the teams are nearly ready for the start of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix.
So we skipped through the Q3 results. Magnussen got it on pole. No, Giovinazzi got it on pole. What? Ahead of Porsche. Leclerc's only in third. Look at those times as well. They are slipstream times. They have to be. And how did we not improve? We did 126.8 in Q1, a 127.2. We were slower in the second session by 0.4 of a second. That's crazy. Giovinazzi on pole position. Max down in 8th place. Wow. Okay. Got to go mediums at the start, I think. Just going to go one extra lap of fuel. We're going to go aggressive, but not too aggressive off the start. Hope we don't drop positions, and then try and extract some pace and start moving up after the first 5 or 6 laps.
Drivers are lined up on the grid here at the Jeddah Corniche circuit, preparing for 50 flat-out laps under the lights. Could this be a big race for that man, Alexander Albon?
Fifth place is a good starting point for them. Where can they go from here?
And it looks like we're good to go. It's almost time for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away.
So Porsche out on the softs, and he got a good launch. Might have a lunge into turn 1. Mick drops a place. Oscar holds position. Giovinazzi did not get past by Porsche. He held the place. Must have got the better launch out of turn 2. Evening pilot.
Focus on bringing the pack back up. Copy.
Right, we are kind of sandwiched at the moment.
So slow. Copy.
Ocon putting Oscar under pressure, but we haven't really got anywhere to go at the moment. Oh wow, Perez all the way down in 16th. Now back up to 15th as he gets ahead of Bottas. So still terrible, terrible times for Mercedes. Soft tyre sandwich in the middle of our cars. Evening juice.
And you are free to use the energy when you want.
All right, now let's try and start pushing forward a little bit.
Up. Copy.
Perez looking feisty, makes a lunge on Ocon and gets the move done. Can we get a lunge done on Vasseur here?
P13.
Not quite. But we have got Oscar to peak confidence. having a little sniff at the back of Bottas's gearbox there. Piastri trying to go side by side through the sweepers in sector 1, and he's got him. Can he hold the position around the outside? He can. Gives us a good chance to move up. And there we go, we've got the position. Valtteri having a look at the back.
Sweet.
Oh, no, Mick having a look at the back of Valtteri.
Good job.
And we should get past Bottas here at turn 1. Not quite. Get the battery on the launch. And there we go. Mick up to 16th. Oscar not getting through.
We need to focus on the energy now.
Okay, recharge on.
Cool those tyres down. Start charging the battery back up. Got to close the gap to Ocon a little bit before we do the same with Mick though. Yeah, it was not a good qualifying. 13th and 16th. Very tight margins though. Mick was less than half a second away from first, and yet still finished in 16th place.
Bring the pack up.
Tyre temps starting to come down again.
Push a bit more. Let's push, come on.
And we are just dropping off the back of Stroll, who's using those soft tyres to try and push through. Ajah is about to get dropped. If he's not careful. We're going to see Perez get another lunge. No, this time we're going to get caught with the lunge. But we'll get the DRS, so we should retake the position.
Push the tyres now.
Yep.
And we've still not completed the move. The Shaw is fighting hard. He's got to be on full deployment here.
Need to focus on getting the pack up.
Yep.
Come on.
Make sure I stay in Stroll's DRS through here. There we go.
So take it easy in the fast corners. Use overtake. Let's go recharge on.
Perez has got past for sure now. He's going to start pushing the back of us again on those soft tyres. Tyre temps still high because we're in a lot of dirty air, so this is going to hurt our tyre durability, being stuck in this battling train like this. And now Ocon's got through against Vashur, so Vashur suddenly just lost a load of places. Oop. Itchy nose, banged my mic, apologies for that.
Pull the car.
Evening, Mr. Water. Oh man, Perez had the launch on us with those soft tyres and us being in harvest.
Let's go recharge on.
I need to keep charging up. I need to watch the tyre temps as well. So we'll just give up the place.
Off now.
Copy.
Okay, mate, let's keep looking after these tyres. Copy.
You hope I'm okay after last night's race? Well, we're starting this one 13th and 16th. So, yeah. Still a long way to go, but not been a great start to tonight's race, tonight's stream either. Jeddah is definitely now starting to hold cars up as Stroll dives up the inside. But he's given up the DRS by making the move early. Just looking after the tyres and building the batteries back up, ready for a couple of charging pushes of my own. Just got to make sure I don't get caught out in the process. Now Ocon is sniffing.
On, please.
Copy.
Overtake is available.
Understood.
So let's cool the car now.
Copy.
Come on, get the move, get the move.
Come on.
Copy.
Can we get a move done straight away on Ocon?
Okay, mate, we will be swapping cars.
Excellent stuff.
Okay, mate, let's try and protect the tyre. Let's go recharge on.
Focus on bringing the pack back up.
Yeah. Avoid overtaking, avoid overtaking.
So a couple of quick moves done for Mick there, up 2 places in quick order. Got him into peak confidence, need to rebuild his battery again, need to calm the tyres down again. Almost done charging up Oscar, then we can unleash him. But with Hajar and Stroll fighting side by side like that, it's going to make it very difficult to move forward at all.
Big lift now.
Yeah, copy.
And Perez is going to try and jump the pair of them. Couldn't quite get alongside Stroll, but he's got alongside and through on Hajar. We're still effectively one long DRS train. It's just a gap of a second and a half between Sainz and Stroll. But apart from that, every car is in DRS range of the car in front. The field is so tight here. And Hajar now is in danger of getting dropped.
You've got energy.
Copy.
Possible safety car? Well, who knows? I mean, we've got rookies on the field. It's one of those circuits.
Let's go recharge on.
All right, Oscar back up into 12th.
Sweet.
Good job. So focus on bringing the tyres down.
Now Stroll
Energy is available.
has been dropped. And that gets Oscar through up into 11th place. We're going to give up the DRS to Stroll, but hopefully we'll be able to pull away from him. Soft tyres are going to start to struggle a little bit now. And that is Schumacher making a move on Hajar. We held off Stroll. And now we're all over the back of Perez. We're right on board with Mick. You can see Oscar is putting the pressure on Checo there. Checo's pushing to fight back and has caught Norris, who has now dropped out of DRS range of sight. So, yeah, it's starting to get a little exciting, a little interesting here. I think Norris just got back into DRS range. Yes, he did. Stroll's in now, but he's going to be dropped in a second. Or is he? Did he just sneak back in before the line? He did just touch and go.
We've got no energy, no energy. Let's look after these tyres.
All right, let's cool the tyres,
Charging it back.
rebuild the battery, and then we'll go again. And the cars that I'm really worried about being the Red Bulls. Leclerc's tyres in pretty good shape compared to other soft users on the grid and around him. Russell and Verstappen's mediums about the same as ours. Giovanazzi's tyres have taken a little bit of a punishing. Pourchaire and Magnussen have absolutely melted their softs. So they're going to be boxing pretty early. We're in decent shape right now, and we are in a pretty decent position. There are going to be some very interesting undercuts going on. With the field so closely packed like this, there's no gaps. Biggest gap in this train is Norris, who's just 0.3 seconds outside of DRS. And then Maloney at the back has dropped off the back of the two Mercedes cars. Oh, that was a bit of a slow braking from from Norris, which meant that we had to brake a little early, and it was a lunge from Stroll, trying to find his way through again. I'm in two minds to really push these tyres and go for an undercut on the softs, or just protect them and then just sprint for a couple of laps before we box. I'm hedging towards the latter of those options.
Bring the pack up.
Okay, recharge on, recharge on. Push, push.
Push the tyres. To use the free air. We need to focus on the energy now. Keep looking after these tyres.
Recharge on, please, recharge on.
still an incredibly tight race. To put it into perspective for you, Mick Schumacher in 13th is less than 5 seconds off the lead. The whole field is covered by less than 9 seconds after 16 laps. This is the tightest race I've ever had in this game. It's insane. Oh, Oscar has just dipped out of range.
Focus on getting the pack up.
And I've got caught as a result. Little lapse in concentration there, looking at the overall timings and not the intervals. Just continue the recharge process. Perez and Stroll will be boxing soon. I want us to try and take advantage of their tyres before they box. It's a little early yet.
See if we can focus on recharge, please.
Push on your front.
Copy.
And now Leclerc has pushed his way up into second place. He's fighting side by side with Magnussen, and he's through. Magnussen's tyres really are starting to give up now. Russell's pushed past Porsche as well. He is going to be pushing his way up into second place and potentially even the lead as well. Time for us to start thinking about doing the same.
Recharge on, please. Recharge on.
Focus on bringing the pack back up.
Copy.
Max battling with Sainz.
Good.
Yeah.
Moves into 7th.
Energy if you need it.
Copy.
Let's pick our pace up, let's go.
Okay, recharge on.
Energy is available.
Copy.
Perez is pity.
All right, time that right
Has boxed.
to make the move.
Overtaking is available.
Porsche and Leclerc still to stop. Stroll will probably box on this lap as well.
Work on your PU cooling.
Stroll out of DRS range. There we go, forced our way past Norris.
Okay, so Stroll has boxed.
And past Sights. There is the boxing that I was expecting.
Take it easy. Recharge on. Okay, we need lift and coast, please.
Now we are 7th and 10th. And it's Max that's holding everyone up at the moment. Although Max is pushing to try and get onto Giovinazzi, and I think he might just do it. Yeah, he has. He's caught him. Giovinazzi's tyres are really struggling now. Pourchaire's are struggling as well. He might dive in. No, he's staying out another lap. Russell has moved past Leclerc and is now over a second clear. Leclerc's tyres starting to give up a little as well.
Recharge on.
Both Mercedes into the pits. Both onto mediums. Guessing everyone's gone mediums. Yes, they have.
Push on the tyres.
Want to get past Pourchaire before he boxes. See if I can move Mick up a bit as well. There we go, that's the inside line, and now the DRS. Oh, he managed to get back in front. We'll get him here. And he'll back out because he's going to box. There he goes.
Okay, mate, and let's cool the car. Please do what we can to recharge the battery.
Energy.
Tyres still in pretty good shape. Leclerc still yet to box. Is he going to go this lap? Yes, he does. I never, in my wildest dreams, thought this race would be as tight as this.
Keep your pace up.
We can just focus on charging the pack. You can push more. No more DRS.
Pachar pits. Oh, oh. Will this be a safety car?
So just watch going through there.
This is Perez. And is that Porsche? No, that's got to be Maloney that far back. No safety car. But damage. And that could rule out any chance Perez had. It was Porsche.
We need to focus on the energy now.
Okay, so let's look after these tyres.
Back off now.
Okay, investigation. In racing incident, no penalties given. If that had been us, that would have been a stone cold penalty for us. It always is. No way through for anybody. Well, I haven't said that. Sainz does get his nose through. Takes the position from Giovinazzi.
Let's push, come on. Right, ready, push, push.
We have to box on separate laps with our drivers. They're way too close to try and do a double stack.
Tyre conditions good, we can push a bit more. Go get him. Need to focus on getting the pack up.
Let's go.
Focus on bringing the pack back up.
Okay.
Trying to keep them competitive while I charge them up, ready for a pit stop. I'm going to box Oscar first, I think, because Mick still needs to do a little bit more charging.
Okay, well, let's try again.
Bring the pack up.
Copy.
Russell boxes. Surprised to see him go so early there.
We're boxing this lap.
Copy. Box.
Use energy.
Yep.
So you use the free air.
Copy.
Muscle my way through. Lovely stuff. And immediately through past Albon, past Sainz as well.
Save fuel, save fuel. You can back off a bit.
Let's go pit lane.
And there we go, into the pits.
Okay, let's box now, please.
Right, let's have a good stop tonight, please. It's still slow, 2.5.
Will be tight exit.
So, we come out behind Zhou and Hajar and Ocon. Not ideal.
Slow down. Energy's good.
Recharge on.
Copy.
No lift and coast required.
Copy.
Overtake is available.
Copy. Use everything.
Recharge on.
Copy.
Okay, let's go recharge on.
Copy.
Mick boxes. And we're boxing behind Albon. So if we get a good stop here, we might jump him in the pits. Max is boxing. .3, we're getting held. We're getting held for Max.
Clear on pit exit.
No, not getting held for... Yeah, we got held for Max as well.
Lovely stuff.
That's annoying.
Okay, good job.
Well, Piastri is up to 13th. Going for a fastest lap attempt. Needed to dive him up the inside there. Slow into the lap.
Pull
Come
out to take
on.
some air on the straight.
Oh, utter disaster.
Need to look after the tyres. No saving required.
Okay, mate, let's keep looking after these tyres.
We can just focus on charging the pack.
Pull the car. Let's pick our pace up, let's go.
Come on the inside. There we go. And straight past Maloney as well. Excellent stuff. Good job, Mick.
Let's go recharge on, please.
Oscar still stuck here in 10th. Still cooking his tyres.
Used energy.
Need to get through past Porsche and Ocon into clean air.
Need to lift where you can.
Yes, there we go, inside line. And that's Ocon. Beautiful stuff.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's good, mate.
Giovinazzi finally boxes, so we're up into 7th. Mick in 14th, and what a wedge of cars right in front there.
Pick up the pace a bit.
And a broken Ocon. Almost onto back of Gasly and Perez and Stroll. Mick needs more battery before he's going to be able to really do much. Unfortunately, it means we're stuck in this very close, tight pack.
We need to focus on the energy now.
New fastest lap for sure. 129.5. What was ours? 129.7. It's going to be hard to beat that. Just because the field is so congested. It's so hard to get clean air to make the pace. Right, let's try and get past Valtteri.
Okay, push. Let's go.
Good lad.
Perez is pitted.
That's a wing change for Perez as well.
Let's go recharge on, please.
Hard tyres for Hajar. I thought that was white walls I just saw there.
Lean on the tyres. Use energy.
Didn't even need to tell him. He made the move himself. Good lad, Oscar. That's fourth place. We're going to push like crazy this lap. Try and break away from the pair of them and try and reclaim the fastest lap. Mick has now dropped off the back. Let's give him a little bit more oomph. Get him back into the cars in front. See if we can try and find a way through.
Come on.
There we go, just the extra grip getting us past Hajar there. Can we go around the outside of Max?
See if we can push up.
Oh, that... Yeah, poor share.
Back off now. Maybe just take it easy on the straight.
Right, we're on the back of Charles Leclerc. We got the fastest lap. What was it? A 128.3.
Okay, mate, let's try and protect the tyre.
Yeah, that's 1.2 seconds faster than the previous. That's pretty nice.
Bring the pack up.
Gonna really save those tyres now, because we've taken a lot out of them. Got to punch through.
No pressure.
Well, she got the move done, which I didn't expect.
Lovely stuff.
This is good so far.
Overtaking is available.
Ah, nuts. It's just so congested.
Still all to play for.
Alright, ready, push, push.
Okay, recharge on. Let's look after these tyres.
Need to focus on getting the pack up.
Well, there's a little bit of a gap between Ocon and Porsche. See if we can slot ourselves into that.
No lift and coast required from our side at the moment.
Oh, some very dodgy defending going on here.
Let's go recharge on, please, recharge on. DRS disabled, DRS disabled. Okay, so let's cool the car now.
Oh God, and there's Max. Oh, come on.
Lift and coast is required for temperature.
Yeah, copy.
Okay, so let's
Oh, we're on the podium.
tyres.
Copy.
What can we do with Mick?
Just think about looking after this tyre where we need to.
Just stuck. I'm going to need a full battery, I think, to actually force my way through and get enough clean air to not immediately get overtaken again. Right, Leclerc got through. That's fine.
Look after front tyres.
There we go. We'll let him through. So I want to charge and protect the tyres
Big lift.
so I can really break away from him in a few laps' time.
Push on.
Still side by side. Give it up, please. Stay behind him. He's in low.
Okay, mate, no more lift and coast needed.
Copy.
This shows you just how chaotic it is in front of us. Look, it's like that behind us as well.
Let's pick up pace up, let's go.
Copy. Keep your pace up.
Copy.
Okay, mate, and let's cool the car.
There we go. Throw it up the inside. Into the points, finally.
Alright, mate, recharge on.
Slightly bigger lift.
Still not enough battery because I've had to use a chunk.
Charge is good.
Copy. Okay, recharge on, good job, recharge on. Okay, we'd like you to slow down, please.
We're good to push on the tyres.
Yep,
Focus on bringing the pack back up.
yep.
Push now.
Yeah.
No saving required.
Copy.
Used energy.
Copy.
Alright, we're going to try break away from Max. Sorry, from Charles here.
We think we can lean on the tyres more.
Yep.
We need to
It's
cool
not a
down.
full overtake attempt.
Copy.
Can I get him here?
Do everything you can, mate.
No.
Back off in the high speed.
Copy.
Back off.
Yep.
Just realised why that overtake didn't work. Oscar's in the low.
Do everything you can, mate.
Copy.
Let's try that again. Didn't get the battery launch I wanted. Oh, come on.
job.
Let's keep that gap down.
There we go. Punch through, punch through.
Okay, mate, let's keep looking after these tyres. Okay, we need some more lift and coast.
We have left Charles Leclerc in the dirt.
So take it easy in the fast corners.
Okay, mate, good job. No more lift and coast required.
Now I've got to get past Ocon and go hunting after Gasly and Albon. Without getting overtaken in the process.
Let's go. Keep the pressure up. No more DRS. And recharge on, recharge on.
And Oscar is catching, and quickly.
We can just focus on charging the pack.
More lift and coast, please, each zone.
The field is still only separated by 25 seconds with just 6 laps to go after this one. That's crazy. Took a second out of Russell on that lap.
Yep.
1.7 seconds out of Magnussen. I think 5th is the best I can do with Mick tonight. But considering he started in 16th place,
Bringing them down slightly.
delighted with that. There is the battle for the lead in front of us. Here is Mick closing in on Gasly and Albon.
Five to go.
Recharge on, please. Lift and coast required. Okay, mate, let's try and protect the tyre. Let's go recharge on.
Use energy.
Copy.
Need to catch Magnussen quickly, but I can't shred the tyres to do it. Got to tread very carefully from this point on.
Can we do lift and coast?
Do what you can to keep the tyres cool.
Copy.
I just get the feeling the wind might be just that little bit out of reach tonight. But again, having started so far back,
No energy.
I cannot fault the way we've been able to come through the field.
4 laps to go.
I'm aiming for 5th with Mick. Nothing more, nothing less. And I'm aiming for 2nd as a minimum for Oscar. But I would love the win.
We need to focus on the energy now.
Copy.
Lift and coast.
Yeah.
No more lift and coast required. Come on.
So slow.
Copy.
Recharge back on, please. Recharge on. Okay, it's recharge on.
Free to go.
Overtake is available. Pull the car.
There we go. We've used that manoeuvre a couple of times. It's a great effect.
Let's recharge on. Okay, so let's look after these tyres.
We can push more.
Copy.
Use energy now.
Copy.
Have to get the move done here. If I've got any chance.
We need some PU cooling.
Yep.
There we go.
And you can lean on tyres. 2 laps to go.
Copy.
No lift and coast required. Recharge on, please. Recharge on.
Bring the pack up.
All right. It's on.
As
No!
we can.
No!
Virtual safety car.
No!
Stay as close to the double.
God damn it, Hajar. That's robbed me of the win and of 5th place.
Got a car. So watch for Devon through that.
Is everybody okay?
Yep. So the medical car's there on the right. He's okay.
Back off now.
No lift and coast required.
Unless this is the quickest VSC in history.
Recharge on.
So this is our last lap.
Come on. Go back to green. Come on. Go green. Please, go green.
Focus forward.
Please go green. Come on. Please go green. God damn it. Oh, I'm so annoyed. We had that. We had that win.
Russell wins it. First
Ah,
over the line.
damn. 5th place was a given as well. Jesus. Ah, so frustrated.
That's
But
the checkered flag.
proper points. First podium of the season. We were a VSC away from winning the race after starting in 13th. And Mick, starting 16th, finished 6th. 11 places gained. Now the VSC ends. Some big points. Just could have been more.
Now, wasn't it an excellent showing from Oscar Piastri?
Definitely a well-deserved podium. You've got to say their race strategy was very good indeed.
That makes it all worth it, doesn't it? Seeing your team ready to share the celebrations. With such a strong performance from Piastri, there's no denying that he's earned that place on the podium today.
That's going to make them
That
very happy.
puts
Taking
Russell,
home
I
their
think,
first trophy this
top of the
year.
championship. 3rd in the first race, 1st in
And
the second
finally
race.
now the drivers can relax after an eventful weekend at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. And down there in the Alpha Tauri garage, Karun, what would they be making of that race, do you think?
They'll certainly be pleased to have made the podium. A job well done for sure.
OK then, and a big thank you to everyone for joining us this weekend here in Jeddah.
And for the next round, Formula One is heading down under. Exciting times ahead in Australia on the shores of the Albert Park Lake.
There we go. Confirmation then of the final result. It is a win for George Russell, up 6 places to finish in 1st. Oscar up 11 places to finish in 2nd and bagged fastest lap. 19 points for him. Magnussen recovers from dropping away from the lead at the start to holding on for third place. Leclerc dropping down to fourth. Albon holds position of fifth. Mick up 10 places to sixth. Gasly up 12 places to seventh. Bit of a disaster for Norris, down 4 places. Ocon, though, up 4 places. Bit of a mixed bag there. Not a great race for Max, stuck down in 9th place. Bottom half of the standings, we see Stroll up in 11th place, just missing out on the points. Then it's Sainz, Porsche down 11 places. Not a great race for him. Giovinazzi down 14 places, started on pole, finished 15th. Not good for him. Let's see, for sure in 14th, Perez gains just 1 place to finish in 16th place. Maloney up 3 to finish in 17th, and it's 18th and 19th for Mercedes. Not looking good for them at all. The only non-finisher, Isaac Ajar, who brought out the VSC right as we're about to overtake George Russell for the win. In the driver's standings, that does put George Russell top by 10 points from Charles Leclerc. Max down 2 to third. We move up into 4th place with Oscar Piastri. He is 8 points behind Max. Magnussen jumps up 4 places into 5th, just 2 behind us. Then a point further back is Albon, up 1 into 6th. Norris dropping a couple of places into 7th. Stroll down 4 places into 8th. Giovinazzi down 3 places into 9th. Schumacher gaining his first points of the season as well, jumping up to 10th. So both our drivers in the top 10. And they see Maloney now moves to the bottom of the standings, ahead of just 1 ahead is Sergio Perez, with Zhou and Bottas down there as well. It's not good for Ferrari in terms of that half of the garage. It's going really well for George, not going well for Perez, and it's just still a disaster for Mercedes, who will stay bottom of the standings. And you see Red Bull top with 57 points. On 40 points, Ferrari in second, thanks entirely to George Russell. We're up 6 places to move into 3rd place. 13 points behind Ferrari, 30 points behind Red Bull. So we have closed the gap a little bit. We were 47 points down. So not bad. Williams move up a place as well, as do Alpine to 4th and 5th respectively. Aston down 3 places into 6th. McLaren in 7th. Haas down in 8th. Then it's Alfa Romeo in 9th. Mercedes way down the bottom in 10th. Take a look at the pit stops. Lando had the quickest stop ahead of Mick with a 2.38 second stop. That's a pretty good stop. Not a great stop for Oscar, 2.5, but the whole field is looking pretty slow right now. Red Bull, who were so quick in Bahrain, had a 2.4 second stop with Leclerc. Max isn't even on there. So let's see what that does to the standings. Red Bull stay top, but we closed the gap to just 5 points. And we are 23 points clear of Ferrari, who are in 3rd. McLaren a further point behind in 4th. And Mercedes continuing the trend of last season of getting not much in the way of race points, but quite a fair few points in the pit stops. Have a look at our driver cards. So, starting in 16th, Mick finished in 6th, 18 successful overtakes, 21 failed. A lot of times were spent charging, so some of those failed overtakes were just because I didn't want them to try and overtake, but they tried anyway. Good defensive stats for Mick, 12 successful defenses, just 5 fails. Have a look for Oscar, starting in 13th, finishing in 2nd. He had 20 successful overtakes, 23 failed again. Trying to go for moves that I didn't want him to go for, which is why there's quite a few failed overtakes there. 11 successful defenses, 5 failed. Again, strong defensive work from Oscar there. And we are off the mark at last. And we've got some more experience for Ollie as well, already shaping up to be an exciting prospect. He's 83 rated already. Not a great weekend in terms of the sponsors. We didn't get either car in both cars into Q2. We only got 1 through. And then with the guarantees, we didn't get either car into Q3. We didn't get 2 in the top 6, and we broke the quali streak. Oh dear, not good at all. New suspension is ready to be manufactured. Let's get that slapped into production. We want 2 of those because we're going to make another one very, very soon. Let's go ahead and get that started now. So, no hours on this one. We are going to look to improve the drag and the brakes a little bit. And let's just tweak the airflow a little bit as well. Leave it like that. Take a bit of life out of those. There we go. Nice little gains. So, again, aiming for Baku. If we can, not going to get it for Baku, so we're not going to try. We're going to try and get that instead for Miami. 37 days. That'll only be in time to get 1 on the car in time for Miami. So instead, let's aim for Imola. We may as well go with 2 engineers. We'll aim to put the new suspension on when we get to Imola. There we go. Underfloor will be going into production very soon as well. That finishes in a day. That is where we're going to end tonight's race. Very, very tight field. Like I said, we were 16 laps in, and the whole field was just separated by like 9 seconds at that point. It was so tight for so long. But we made the right call, I think, starting on the mediums and then just looking after them. It gave us the opportunity to really sprint here and there just to make some forced overtakes and then set us up for a good final stint on the softs. We were hunting them down. Just that VSC robbed us of more points. We would have had 7 more points with Oscar had we got that overtake on George, and another 2 points with Mick had he got past Albon. So that's 9 points taken away from us there, but we are off the mark and we are setting up ourselves for a very good season because we were not in contention for podiums at this point last year. It wasn't until Baku that we had a good car. We have a good car now, and it's going to be even better when we get to Baku. Hopefully, we can carry this form into Melbourne. I would really, really love Oscar to win his home race. He's never had a great finish there. He's had okay finishes, nothing amazing. Can we break that trend next season? This season, it will be a race to remember one way or another. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. I'll be back at the usual time tomorrow of 8 p.m. for round 3. Until then, thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with more F1 Manager very soon.